three ground rules. 1. Have plus verb in N, like has, have, had, will have, plus verb in N, is aspect perfect. So we have perfect. Second, be plus verb in ing, we have continuous as aspect. And be we can have am, is, are, was, were, will be as a tense. And third, be plus verb in N, we have passive as voice. For examples, for instances, we have will have been living. Will is future, have been is perfect, and be plus living is continuous. So future perfect continuous. Or will have been being plus verb in N. We have will, which is future, have been perfect, be plus be and being is continuous, and being plus verb in N is passive. So, aspect. We have viewpoint or grammatical, which is perfective for perfect have plus minus N. But not always. There are exceptions. And imperfective, always continuous. Be plus ing and continuous even perfect. Next, we have lexical verb. So we can have subject plus verb plus adverb. The verb constellation. Another clarification by situation type. We have states, activities, accomplishment, achievement, and affective. Okay. Next we have stative, dynamic, instantaneous or durative, telic or atelic. Telic if there is a change of state, a scope. So we have state with stative plus activities, and state with durative also plus, but with telic minus. Activities with stative minus, with durative plus, with telic minus. Accomplishment, stative minus, durative plus, telic plus. Achievement, stative minus, durative minus, and telic plus. And semi-affective, we have stative minus, durative minus, and telic minus. Next. Example. Sarah is tall. State, individual level. Sarah is angry. State, stage level. 3. Sarah is weeding the garden. Activities. Sarah planted a rose bush. Accomplishment. She planted potatoes all day. Activities. Sarah noticed a snail in the grass. Achievement. Sarah coughed. Semi-effective. Semi-effective. Okay, I have a homework. Next, The second course, specific quantity, accomplishment. Hugo ate a cookie. Vague quantity, general. If BR plural is used, or an uncountable noun, we have an activity. Hugo ate cookies, soup. John drank the beer in 10 minutes. Accomplishment. John drank the beer for 3 hours and didn't realize it has gone bad. Activity. All the beer or partitive drank from the beer, part of it. Object to event mapping. The nature of the internal argument affects the aspectual interpretation of the predicate. So, telic predicates, we have granticide object, specific quantity. Hugo ate a bar of chocolate. Or italic predicates, cumulative. Hugo ate chocolate. Italic, all sub-intervals are the same. Susan ate the pizza from 10 p.m. to 10:10 a.m. Or Susan ate the pizza from 10:05 a.m. to 10:06 a.m. So telic, not all subintervals are the same. Susan ate a pizza from 10 a.m. to 10:10 a.m. Or Susan ate a pizza from 10:05 a.m. to 10:06 a.m. Next, the slide with cumulative are versus non-cumulative. ABC are cumulative, D, E, F are not cumulative. For F, you have to say ran to butchers. Telecity text in X time. Hugh ate chocolate in 10 minutes. Atelic for X time. Hugo ate chocolate for 10 minutes. So telic in or for. States. Abstract and concrete properties. Being tall, smart, ugly, etc. Believe and other mental states. Believe, new, think. Verbs of physical perception. See, hear, taste, etc. Emotive predicates. Love, hate, love, hate, like, want, etc. Properties of states. Unlanded. Then how natural in Spain. Some is tall, some believes in ghosts. Abstract, a temporal quality. Consists in really answer to when. Can it really answer to when? Next, homogeneous, no dynamics, no internal structure, true at all subintervals. Stativity tests. Incompatible with imperatives. Be tall. Have green eyes. There are also exceptions. Incompatibility with oriented adverbs. He is deliberately tall. Incompatible with force and persuade. He forced him to be tall. Incompatible with do. What she did was be tall. Incompatible with temporal and spatial coordinates. Stative verbs in the progressive. States, individual, level predicates. Stable properties, permanent, inherent, or stage level predicates. Transitory properties. Example, John is Russian. John is in the garden. John is scared. So, John is Russian, individual. John is in the garden, stage. John is scared, stage. Next. Italic, chalic. Italic activity, chalic accomplishment, state, individual, achievement. Chalic durative, italic activity. Stative activity, stative chalic. Achievement activity for time. Okay. For a moment of time, chalic activity. 7 activity, 8 accomplishment, 9 achievement, 10 achievement in a minute, instantly, durative, achievement, accomplishment, activity, activity, accomplishment, activity, activity, accomplishment. So activity plus her alive, and it doesn't culminate. Okay. 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 Accomplishment, activity, activity. Accomplishment, activity, accomplishment, activity. Achievement accomplished. It stopped there. So we have semi-factive. It stopped there. Chalic. Okay. The direct object. The aspect here. Next. Continuous states. Progressive states. Derivatives, activities. Some are lucrative to become an activity. Some are paraphrased with the verb to. So we have lucrative, dynamic, italic is monotonous. We have homogeneous, successive states, and we have an arbitrary final point. Example, he studied 7, or he ran, etc. for a while. He studied, he swam, he ran for a while, he ran all morning. Activities are the subinterval of a property. It is time for unbounded. He stopped talking, he finished talking. Multiple event activities. So 1 stative, 2 activity, 3 achievement, 4 achievement, 5 remove. For x time the subject meant x time long. In x time the subject took x time to do. Activities prefer lex plus ing, continuous, b plus ing, activity. Every subinterval in activity is equal to the interval okay. Accomplishment, the subinterval are not equivalent with the other interval. They don't have the midpoint, the combination, the ending point of the accomplishment. Someone is lacking. It is temporary, a change. Okay. For a period of time, change from a state to an activity. Semantic. Se pliază pe activity. Finish for accomplishment. Next. Accomplishment, do plus cause plus become. SE plus do all plus CF. Type of results. Affected object, constructed object, consumed object, affected experience, these amused the queen, or path owl, he walked to school. Resultative predicates, swept the floor clean, shot the mom head, hammered the metal flat, pointed the door red. Accomplishment properties don't have the subinterval property. Affix between counterfactual and incompletive interpretative. He almost smashed the table out of the room. Almost started the action, almost managed to complete the action, almost managed to finish. Recategorization. Hugo built a bike. Hugo built a bike for 2 hours. Recategorized into an activity. Hugo finished building a kite. Hugo stopped building a kite. Do or stop plus become. Finish. Progressive to recategorization. SE activity to SF but not. Activities are not always equivalent with accomplishments. Achievement. Telic, bounded and in a resulting state. Change of state, instantaneous, conceptualized as instantaneous. Okay. For in Telic, for could be in if he learned driving the car. In for finished activity, resultative. In for lemons, exact quantity, indefinite quantity. For within accomplishment, which is naturally, or for recategorization. Next we have an auction. for a period of time. We have in falling asleep is an exact for how much he slept for. For soldier plural multiple invents all arousing the barber. Recategorization is an activity. He owns. It's studying doesn't really work with progressive. You can change the hand you're writing with. State. Persuade doesn't work with states. Noticing happens instantly doesn't imply will. Lies. General truth. Can finish an action that have been her gain. Can finish not a controllable action. So can finish action that doesn't have a duration, and can finish laughing. It's not a controllable action. Progressive plus achievement. Repetition focused on preliminary stages recategorized as activities. The Sheriff of Nottingham juggled Robin Hood for 4 years. He got 4 years penalty. Achievement. He tried to capture him for 4 years. Activity. Next, semifactives after activity preliminary stage. Achievement become recategorization at semifactives. Only semifactives are countable. She coughed 5 times. She walked 5 times. Okay, achievement. Lucky achievement has preparatory stages, not compatible with the progressive. Using stop activity, using finish accomplishment, singing a song accomplishment naturally. Loss a natural endpoint. Doesn't have equivalent subintervals. Activity is homogeneous. Has the subinterval property. Accomplishment heterogeneous. Doesn't have the subinterval property. Next subintervals. Only the seventh and he was swimming have the same meaning. So, when Sam did his homework, Sarah ate breakfast. Did his homework durative accomplishment. Ate breakfast durative accomplishment. They overlap. Overlapping examples. When I saw him, he raw every achievement, not durative. They are in sequence. Those situații sequence or overlap. When the motor came out, achievement, they drag the treasure, accomplishment.